Obviously, frustrating 2-game stretch. How important is tomorrow night's game for you guys?
You know, it's big, from the standpoint, one, getting back on the right track. Um, but two, we feel like we're a better team. We got to start finishing games, so to speak. 2 out of our last 4 games, we've had big leads at halftime, and we haven't been able to finish. And that was the disappointing thing. But it happens. We got to clean it up, and it's a part of the process.
What goes into finishing games? Is that a coaching staff adjustment? Something you can.
It's not about an adjustment. That's the thing. There's no adjustment. You stay doing the same things. My team has to understand that we're really good when we get stops. If you think about the game Saturday, when we get stops and we get out and run, we're scoring. It's easy. No different than when we gave up that lead against Hawaii and came back. We got stops. It starts with stops. And I think what happens is when we tend to struggle, and it's human nature because it's most people. When you don't score, you tend not to play as hard on the defensive end. And we can't do that. We got to hang our hat on defense. We gave up 95 points, way too many points. Some of it was scout related, but we got to stay in the same mindset. We got to show growth as a team. We got to know time to score. We got to know what's a good shot, bad shot during them times, and that's the biggest thing. We have to have on floor accountability for the little things. It's not the big things all the time, but it's just the little things. It's crazy as it sounds. I never worry about making and missing shots because that's not ultimately what loses the game. For me, it's a blown assignment early that we didn't get burnt on that actually happens late, and we get burnt on it because we didn't do it early. And I think that's the thing that I preach to my guys more than anything. So a lot of that goes into keeping and holding leads.
It seemed like defensively some guys were drifting a little bit and getting away from their man, and maybe that led to some open shots. Is that one of the things where you have to emphasize, make sure you have your guy and you're in the right spaces and the spacing is correct on the defense in those situations?
Some of it was scout driven, so it's not. It's not drifting. It's just it's just scout driven. Some things you live with and some things you don't. Harris, he got away from us a couple of times, but he also hit some tough shots. But we more than anything, when the game is on, it's just being engaged. It's not really, again, some of it was scout related, and it's not about drifting. It's just about us just being engaged in the game. Know who you're guarding. We switch a lot. We do different things, and you have to be accountable for knowing who you're guarding each and every minute of that game.
What have you seen out of Notre Dame? Okay.
Notre Dame is a good team. I think the record doesn't show how good they've gotten here over the last 3-4 weeks, and they do a good job of trying to get what they want. They're a deliberate team. They have a really good young point guard. Burden averages about 16 points a game, and he really gets after it. So we got to do a good job on him, and it worries me a little bit because we haven't done a good job on little, like what I like to call wigglers, little guards that are really crafty with the ball and different things. So we might have to adjust and do some things to try to make it hard on them. But again, Micah does a great job. And they're deliberate. They run their stuff. And they're real intent on what they're trying to do. We got to do a good job of trying to change the tempo. When they miss shots, we got to get out. We got to run. We got to take care of the ball. And so we can't turn this game into what I like to call a possession game. Because that at times that'll be to their advantage because that's how they want to play.
Do you think teams will continue to try to not push the offensive glass as much and get back against you guys to slow you guys down? It seems like Florida State did a good job of that. Some of the teams you guys have played have done a good job of trying to slow your tempo and your transition offense down that way.
I thought we did a good job of getting to the glass. Last game, I think against Florida State, a lot of that was dictated by us playing with only one big. So when you play with 2 bigs, it's a little different, trying to keep 2 guys off. But what we have to do is, we got to get stops. If we get give a team one crack at it and we get out and run, we can make some things happen. You know, I believe in our offense. I believe in our spacing. The one thing about it is I just want guys to believe and understand that when we're really good defensively is when we're really good offensively. And I think that you've seen that, you know, on Saturday.
How's Carter Murphy doing?
Carter's getting better. You know, he's getting closer. You know, I think, you know, we missed him a little bit. I thought in Hawaii he could have played a little bit, and then especially last game, I thought he could have played a little bit. But, you know, he's getting better. You know, hopefully he'll be back here within the next week and a half or so.
Amari and Soare, they feeling any better?
Yeah, they were back in practice today. Both of them were back in practice today, and you know, we had, other than Carter, you know, we had the full team back. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you,
All right.
Coach. Appreciate it.